Hello, welcome to the Vault of Let's Play for The Seventh Guest, which was a game released in 1993. It was a game that was responsible for pretty much putting a CD-ROM drive on people's home computers. Again, there's another game I used to play a lot back in the day, but never completed. It was just too tough for me with the puzzles, so I thought I'd give it a whirl now. There's no options here. We'll just jump straight in. Most of this first video will probably just be watching the intro. So let's without further ado, let's do this. Trilobite logo, Virgin Games. This game's heavily puzzle based. It's all pre-rendered backgrounds. You haven't seen it before. Again, some great graphics and great music in this game. Bizarrely, it's a bit silent. Don't know why. Can't remember if it's silent when I used to play it or if it's just because I've got this from DOSBox. I actually didn't buy this from Good Old Games. I'm using my original game version, and I've sort of got to run using DOSBox. So I'm not too sure if this is meant to be silent or I can't remember. It's been years. Here comes some sound kicking in now, so perhaps it was.
He was a drifter, moving from town to town, robbing a gas station here, a grocery store there, until one night. She was coming home from choir practice, but she never got there. Stauf took her purse and ran away. Instead, Stauf had to run and hide. He sunk even lower. He had nothing. No life, no possessions, no dreams. And that's when the vision came. A doll. And in his dream, Stauf reached out. It was a gift.
There's a lot of full motion video in this game, which is why it couldn't be released on floppy disk.
Stauf carved the doll, whittling the haunting face until it was an exact replica. And when he was done, Stauf went to town, to a bar. The owner had a daughter. He said his girl would love the strange doll. And Stauf offered it to the man. And the owner, in turn, offered Stauf food and a place to stay. A simple transaction. The first of many. And that night, Stauf had another vision.
So we'll bring back some good memories of playing this back in the mid-90s. Going to my attics.
Stauf created the puzzle just as he saw it, and everyone wanted one.
If you do like what you see here, this is available on Good Old Games for like
Stauf opened up a shop because everyone wanted a Stauf toy. Every boy and girl in the town, and from all the neighboring towns. A Stauf toy is a toy for life, people said, and no two are alike. Everyone loved his unique toys. Henry Stauf grew wealthy, but then the strange virus came, and some of the children started dying.
Imagine how cool this was in the mid-90s.
Dying, clutching their Stauf toys so close.
This was mind-blowing. Which then led to a shed ton of full-motion video adventure games, which were most of the time a bit sketchy.
And there was this one last vision, a last dream of a great house, a mansion that the wealthy toy maker was to build. A strange house, a house that scared people.
Incidentally, music composed by George Sanger, who was known as the Fat Man. Did a lot of cool stuff back in the day. Here we go into the spooky house. This there in the background, that's a puzzle we'll have to do during the course of a game, but for now, let's have an introduction to the cast. Characters.
My, isn't this a cheery place?
Skullface. 2 and 3.
Edward, I'm not sure we should have been here today.
Why? Because it's a spooky old house? Don't worry, dear. I'll watch out for you.
Number 4.
What the dump? I expected more of Mr. Stauf.
Number 5.
And Lord, it smells awful too. What's Stauf been doing here?
You'll find out. Number 6. You gonna say anything? No. Just overact. Yes. 6. So where's the 7th? That's because we are the 7th guest. See how clever that is?
How did I get here? I remember nothing.
So you move around by using this, pointing and clicking, and what you do is you walk into rooms, watch a little cinematic, reveal clues and stuff, and then you solve puzzles. It's massive. It's basically a massive puzzle mini game, all encapsulated within a creepy haunted house. So here we go. So stuff like this. You can move around, and sometimes things look, but if you do this, it'll be a little cinematic, give you a little background story and a little hint of what you got to do. And you solve some of the most obtuse puzzles known to man. For some reason, I love it.
I guess our host wants us to fend for ourselves.
Oh, I've tasted better fare.
At least he left his regrets.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
FNAF.
I don't know,
Oh, it says that we're each to have a piece. Exactly the same, including the symbols.
Why, that's impossible.
Right, now we've got to do what they had to do. So that means, obviously that means there's nothing to do there. That replays the cinematic again. That moves you in that general direction. But this is what we're interested in. This is there's a puzzle to solve. So let's click. It said about they'd have one piece, and as a sort of teenager trying to do this, a younger person, I thought you had to make it out of one piece.
Become a grave digger now, have we? You are a glutton for punishment.
Stauf will pop up from time to time to give comments whether to insult you or to have a go if you win. But yeah, I thought you had to be one piece, so, you know, that one, you know, cut it into one piece, but it's not. You do it individually.
Two
do this.
skulls and 2 stones. The rest is just icing.
There are multiple ways to do this, but this is the way I always do it.
Some cannot be created more equal than others.
So yeah, by one piece, I thought all the pieces had to be the same shape, but it's not. They just need to be the same, you know, amounts. So it's 2 gravestones, 2 skulls, and a blank piece. It doesn't matter what shape that is. So when I first did this, I did that. I thought, oh, that's cool. And then you'd come down here and do this bottom one. Think, okay, I've got that. They're the same shape. And of course, after this, I was stumped as a younger person. Watch me now cock this up royally. Okay, now I believe it's. See, I'm pre-how it working. So it's this. Yes. Let's do it. It's this. I'm probably gonna get this wrong. I have a feeling with. It's this. And this. Okay, and now this. They all have to be connected, by the way. You can't just pick any random, like 2 skulls, 2 gravestones. They all have to be connected. So this. Yeah, I've done this. It's fine. Okay, then we come down here and we go, have you, you, and you. Brilliant. And then finally, the final piece, it doesn't do it automatically for you. This, and this. I believe this is also available on iOS as well, if anyone's interested. Play it on the go then.
There.
You always get a little cinematic when you've completed something. If you do get stuck, there is a library you can go in and gives you hints. And if you do it enough times, it actually automatically solves the puzzle for you. Apart from the last final game puzzle.
Don't worry. I won't bite. Edward, we could help each other out. I could help you, and you could help me. Come and talk in my bedroom upstairs, where it's nice and private.
When you complete a puzzle, you get a little bit more of the background story about what actually happened here, what happened to the guests. I forgot about that. Get that. Now I've completed it. We've done that. That's done. Come out of here. There is a certain order you've got to do things in the game. The more puzzles you solve, the more things get unlocked. I think this room in here and the room I've just been in, you can do in any order. Yeah, so cinematic there. Let's have a...
When all the 7 guests have gathered, you must figure out what I want. It's a puzzle, Mrs. Knox. And mind you, the others are also working at the same task. It may all depend on who has the greatest need, or who is the bravest. There are clues throughout this house as to what must be done. The house is alive with clues.
Hoping to meet you in the flesh. I remain your host, Henry Stauf.
Next. Okay, this is the next puzzle. This one literally blew my mind as a youngster.
Yes, this is it.
I mean, probably make it look a bit easy now because I know
No,
what
it isn't.
I'm doing, but back then, crumbs.
I still...
Okay, let's take a closer look at what she was up to then. Don't remember it being jerky like this either back in the day, so there's my but it's fine. Yeah, this.
Here's food for thought. Be warned, though. Your mind will be gorged before this night is done.
Basically, you got to spell a sentence using these letters. So you know, there's no, you know, look at them. There's not that many. So this did take me a while. So it's easier to solve the smaller letters first and sort of break it down, and you expect it to be a sentence of some sort of meaning, and whilst it sort of is at the same time, it's not really. It just doesn't make it easier. So yes, the first word, shy. Second word is the second word we'll do is this.
There's more to these cans than meets the eye.
Not really. Buy. The third word we're going to do is this one down here, my. So shy by my. We got it. So now we have. You can go to the library so you get a hint on this, which gives you some words that are like, if you looked them up in the thesaurus, may give you the words that you're looking for. But we'll just crack ahead, I think. Yeah, we'll just do this. Like this. Get this. Put it here. And we now have Shy Gypsy. We'll have another S, or probably... We'll have this S. This looks like a good S to take.
I don't think you can do this.
Oh, yeah, I can do it, see. Puns. No one likes a punner. Then we have Shy Gypsy Sly. What we want is another L. As you go on, of course, it does get easier because you got less words. We'll have this. This boy here. Shy Gypsy Slyly. Right. We'll just have a quick... Put this here. We need a P. Need a P, please, Bob. Do this. That's what I want to do. Yeah, this is obviously not going to be the most action-packed of Let's Plays, but I kind of would have wished I would have had this when I was in the 90s, because this would have been a big help. There we are. Spryly. Shy Gypsy Slyly Spryly. Yes. Yes, I know what you were thinking. That doesn't sound like English to me. And you'd be correct, because it barely is. And this. Have a tryst. Shy Gypsy Slyly Spryly tryst by my then this. And then this is almost right actually. A few little jiggles in the letters here.
Yes.
And there we are. Shy Gypsy Slyly Spryly tryst by my crypt.
There. Now I've solved it.
Okay. We go around here. Oh, the maze. I used to be convinced there was some sort of cinematic here. Well, there's something else in here before we leave. Let's have a quick look in this. This is the other cinematic I was looking for. There's another one.
This isn't real.
I smell it. I feel sick.
Yes. So quick. Looking for the... Yeah, here we are. It's this door here. That's the back door. Go through this door here, which I don't think you could do until you've done the cans puzzle. Could be wrong. Oh goodness, we're in the maze.
Oh, I'm dying to see what you'll do next.
Okay, I believe I'm going to call this a session, and we shall crack on next time by solving this. Till next time.